Okay. NBC. Okay, so I just took it to NBC Racing Dispatch, and the guy, he's not willing to install parts that he didn't purchase himself. So I'm having to look for another place. And yeah, he was charging a lot more anyway than how much I paid for last time to get a similar type of damage replaced. So yeah, I'm gonna go to another local garage nearby. It's about 3 minutes away, and see what they're saying. If the guy can't do it, then I may have to just go back to Raceways where I got the spokes replaced last time, because yeah, this isn't working out very, very well. Is it in here? Although I can't see anywhere. Oh, Lucio, is this it? Okay, let's walk the bike in to see what he's saying. This looks like a dodgy place. Oh, again, I needed the same thing again. You see that? Oh my days, look. I left the light lock on. And so imagine if I rode the bike away. I would never have seen that flipping. No, see, I'm so forgetful, man. I am super forgetful, seriously. Oh my God. That could have been really bad. So bad. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me, man? Oh, I swear I hate myself sometimes. I really need to use that cable to remind me that I've got the lock on, because that's happened twice now with this bike. Okay. Yeah, so they're gonna do it for £80 to do the spokes and the rear brake. And it gives you like installation tips. There's a guide for you to follow. So I gotta go to, I might just go back to Raceways. Gotta call Raceways. Oh yeah, so I booked in with Raceways again, because they know what they're doing. They did a good job last time. Oh my goodness, I'm so out of luck. Okay, update. The damage has been repaired. Rear brake disc and the spokes that were damaged been repaired for the second time in about 2 weeks. Shout out to Marco's Motorcycles. This place always manages to come through for me. So thank you very much, Marco's. Hopefully it's the last time I get this bike repaired. But yeah, the way I feel now, I think now that it's fully repaired, I'm considering selling the bike, because I can't be dealing with this anymore. It's been stolen 2 times in 2 months. I guess the kids, they love this old bike too much. And yeah, I can't be dealing with the headache anymore. I'm gonna ride back to my cousin's now to park it up, because I'm not leaving around here. Okay. Thank God it's repaired again. Right, so basically, I've got the bike repaired, and yeah, only now I just realized that when they took my black mesh seat cover off, they kind of damaged the little latch there. So now the seat is not completely secure. So I may have to buy another new seat, But other than that, I can't see anything else that's wrong with the bike. Again, just want to say thank you to Marco's Motorcycles for repairing the spokes. Well, not repairing the spokes, but fitting a new one and fitting in a new rear brake disc. But yeah, just want to follow up on what I said earlier on anyway. Like, basically, I've only had this bike since August of last year, And originally I bought the bike to add to my other 2 bikes. I bought this bike specifically to go on trail riding because I'd never done anything like that before. And I was quite excited to get into that sort of type of riding. So I bought this 300L. And well, since owning the bike now we're in May, I've had 2 bike fests in the last 2 months. I couldn't go on much trail riding when I originally bought the bike because I went away with my cruiser to Europe, to Switzerland. And then after that, just couldn't find the time to go on more trail rides really because the weather wasn't getting good. And yeah, I mean, I don't mind riding street bikes in rainy weather, but when I was riding this bike in wet conditions, I think it's the tire, like it just doesn't feel stable to me. I just felt it was sliding a bit too much. And yeah, I just kind of had the bike in hibernation for a few months. And now the weather got good. Well, it really improved. I wanted to go on trail riding, but then the theft happens, and yeah, it's kind of killed off all of my enthusiasm to go on trail riding now, to be honest with you. As much as I really love the bike, I mean, look at her. She's a beautiful bike, isn't she? She is so beautiful. But it just draws way too much attention. Like anywhere I go, like I get a lot of kids going crazy. Even some adults too, but mostly kids. And I know kids are stealing the bike. So yeah, I just can't really deal with the headache anymore. So therefore, I'm really considering just selling the bike. And yeah, because in London anyway, it's just too much headache. Like even today when I just got the bike repaired, I'm just riding around, stopped up in Sainsbury's, and people coming up to me about the bike. I mean, don't get me wrong, it does feel nice that people are, like your belongings, but after the 2 fests, I'm just so paranoid. So yeah, when they was questioning me about the bike, the moment they left, rather than just sticking around, I just moved the bike. I didn't want to keep the bike there anymore, so I moved and I parked up somewhere else, just making this little update video of what I'm thinking. So yeah, it'll be sad to let her go, but that's how I feel at the moment. Maybe my mind will change later on, but as for now, the last week anyway, I've been so stressed out. So yeah, I don't think I'll be keeping the way I'm feeling anyway. Alright, so I don't know if I'll get another bike. If I do decide to get another bike, it can't be anything that looks, something like this that draws way too much attention. Who knows? I might get a monkey bike. I know I've already got a Grom, but I mostly use the Grom for street riding when I go to work. And I do know that if I'm going to do trail riding, then I've seen people take their Groms on the trails, yeah, but they kind of change the tires, don't they? And I can't be bothered to keep like chopping and changing tires whether I'm going trail riding or street riding. Maybe I just get another bike, maybe the monkey, and yeah, something that is, doesn't draw too much attention. Because I do want to get into trail riding, do the TET and stuff like that. But maybe not in this bike. Maybe just recoup, as much money as I can that I spent on this bike anyway. Which is a shame because, like, I really, really, really want to keep it. But sometimes, what you want isn't what's good for you. I mean, it's just a shame because in this life, like you can't have nice things, people just become envious and just want to take your belongings. Look, this is what happened to the light lock. And yeah, I learned from my last mistake. I got a cable so that can remind me that I won't do the same silly mistake again. And even today, earlier on, like, I put the lock on, hopped on the bike, about to ride off, and I noticed the orange cable. So it definitely, reminded me there, because I don't know what it is, right? But I think I'm getting really, really forgetful these days. Must be the old age, because I'm always forgetting something. I mean, earlier on, went into Sainsbury's and I left my gloves on the bike, and I came back to the bike. I was like, oh snap, I left my gloves here. So little things like that, I'm just so forgetful. Yeah, so anyway, that's how I'm feeling at the moment. That is how I'm feeling at the moment. Will I sell her? Possibly. Will I keep her? Not very likely at the moment. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking at the moment, and we'll see if I keep her or not. My Honda 125 Grom, like, it's spluttering. You know, I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's because I have been servicing the bike, changed the air filter and then what have you, oil filter, but I haven't changed the spark plug. I think it's the spark plug, because when I went on the A2 the other day, the bike nearly brought me down. The bike nearly broke down on the A2. I had to pull over on a hard shoulder. So I need to get that bike sorted out as well.